How to fall asleep? That's a question that many people are asking these days. So many are experiencing insomnia and sleeplessness, and one of the reasons for this is the literally billions of microwaves that are being pumped into the Schumann resonance. Now, I'm not going to be talking about that right now and here. That'll be in some of my other videos. I just want to give you a brief introduction here to what I'm about to share with you. I want to share with you about a very powerful anti-aging sleep machine that is able to entrain the brain into deep sleep. No, it's not the sleep machines that emit noise or that emit light. This sleep machine is a PEMF device. That's a pulsed electromagnetic field device. And I have not found one that comes close to matching it, nor one that is such a device that is designed to entrain the brain into deep sleep. And I will take you in this video to show you the two universities that did experiments that verified that magnetic waves are far superior to any other way of entraining the brain into deep sleep. In fact, some of the things I will be sharing with you on this video will be so amazing that they will seem too good to be true, but I'm going to go to the actual scientific sources and show you the evidence so you know that what I'm saying is real. And this particular device, which is known as the Earth Pulse Sleep on Command, was designed by two highly qualified medical doctors who are also highly qualified as scientists. Dr. Robert O. Becker, known as the father of modern electromedicine, and Dr. William Paluk, who has also taught at Johns Hopkins School of Medicine. Both of them are MDs. Of course, Dr. Robert O. Becker has passed away, but I'm going to be sharing with you about the amazing NASA discovery in 2003 in an experiment called Goodwin, which discovered a golden bell of health at a particular frequency. In fact, the results from being bathed in this particular anti-aging wave are so powerful that you will be amazed. And I'll show you the actual NASA website with the actual experiment. I'm going to show you plants that are growing plants that grow twice as large when exposed to this anti-aging wave that is in this device that I have been using for well over 3.5 years. Not only did these plants grow twice as large, the tomato plant grew way more tomatoes with better taste and greater resistance to bacteria and bugs. And there's other plants that's also true. And growing fish grew twice as large. Well, now you know that you can give it to your son or daughter and you'll have a 12 to 15 foot giant, right? No, I'm just kidding. It may help with their growth, but you know, there's so many multifaceted benefits, not enough to, too much to share here. I will show you how this is one of the most effective devices against possible diseases that people can catch. The main one being cancer, because they've recently discovered what the root cause of cancer is. And I will be explaining about that and how this device is so powerful to increase the health of the mitochondria in the cells. I will share with you about the amazing athletic benefits and explain to you more about how it works as far as entraining the brain into deep sleep. And it has a 90-day money-back guarantee if you do not experience greater sleep, deeper sleep, and a sense of greater youthfulness. 90-day money-back guarantee. And the list of benefits that this device brings is well over 32 benefits. Oh, it's powerful for the thyroid and so many other things. So that's what I'm about to share with you. So hang on to your seats and don't get dizzy with surprise. So here is this amazing anti-aging sleep machine that is so effective to entrain the brain into deep sleep because it uses pulsed electromagnetic field waves that are square waves. The square waves are far more superior. And remember, It's really low price compared to most pulsed electromagnetic field devices. This one's only $699. I'll just show it. Oh, I don't have it on. First, I'll turn it on, and it goes to the recovery mode. And you just choose that if you want that mode. In this case, I'm going to go to manual because I want to choose the golden bell of health frequency that NASA discovered was so amazing. And so I choose that. It defaults to 8 hours. You can choose 8 hours or more, 12 hours or whatever you want. I'm going to just leave it there. Okay, it defaults to 9.6 hertz, which was discovered to be the pulse of the Earth by a renowned scientist, Dr. Rob Beck, in the 60s. Now, I choose that if I want that, or if I want, let's say, to go up to 10 hertz, which is what NASA used, although 9.6 is even better. But they discovered the 10 hertz was a golden bell of health. You choose it, and you're getting powerful anti-aging waves during the day. I can put it up to 100%. Now, I'll turn it off. Next thing I want to show you. When you turn it on, it will default to recovery mode. That is the mode that entrains the brain into deep sleep. It goes from alert mode down to the deep delta wave. You know, probably 0.5 hertz, I guess, 0.05 hertz. This device goes all the way from 0.05 up to 14.5 hertz, which is alert mode. Anything above 15 hertz gives off cortisone, which causes a lot of, that's the stress hormone. Okay, so I choose this. Choose 8 hours. I would say for most people it will be even too intense at 70% to start with. I use 80%, and it's under the mattress you should use it, not under the pillow. The pillow is too close, the waves don't spread out, and also moving back and forth, this will break off over time. So you got to really be careful, and if you're going to put it under the pillow still and you want to do that, yeah, you can, but you better put a device, if you're going to use it over time, you can carve out of some kind of sponge rubber that I found in the dollar store, and that way it did not break. But I suggest keeping it somewhere where it doesn't twist around and where you get better exposure. Okay, that's that. Now I'm going to just show you the other modes. I showed you recovery. There's Sleep EZ, Sleep 1, Sleep 2, Sleep 3, Sleep 4. These are all different programs. Manual, I showed you. In training the brain up from deep sleep mode, training the brain down from alert mode to deep sleep, and the alert mode, which you can use while you're sitting in front of your computer or in your car. If you want to put it into a cigarette lighter, there is attachments for that, I guess, that you can get. So that's everything I want to show you on this. Thank you for watching. The Earth Pulse Sleep on Command, this powerful anti-aging sleep machine, is also very exceptional as an athletic enhancer. And I've been using it for well over 3.5 years, and so I can share with you my experience in that area. When I first got the Earth Pulse, it was only a week and a half after using it that I noticed some very powerful results. Of course, this went up gradually over a week and a half, particularly in the area of abdomen strength, where I had a padded bar here and I pushed down like this, and you put, it lifts up the plates. And I put it down to the very bottom plate, 200 pounds. And I could do that before I got the Earth Pulse. I could do 40 reps. After a week and a half, I was doing 60 reps, and it stayed there, and has stayed there ever since. So that's very powerful. And I noticed, of course, increased in strength in dumbbells by about 1 or 1.5 mostly. But mostly it was in the area of the stomach. I noticed it very powerfully. The other thing is the ability to hold one's breath, very noticeable. I noticed this in the ability to sing worship songs. I could hold a note for a really long time, a high note, with far greater ease. And of course, this is one of the main features of the Earth Pulse, is its ability to improve your aerobic capacity. For example, I will just take you to a website here of the rebate that you can get if you purchase the Earth Pulse. Here are all the rebate forms. If you record how much longer you can hold your breath over a period of 30 days, you can hand in this rebate form as these people have here, and then it's showing on the internet there, and you can see the powerful improvement that people are experiencing in their lung capacity. So that's one thing. You can get some money back from the $699 that it costs to purchase this device, whether you go through my link at helpsteel.com or go through some other link somewhere else or through the manufacturing site. It's always going to be the same price. Of course, if you purchase it, you can sell it like I am too. Of course, this is a product that really works, that I really believe in, is why I'm selling it. But these are powerful results. I want to show you an athlete, famous athlete, advocating this device now. He's on here. His name is Gordon Pologi. Now, I got to minimize myself here so you can see these things. And I should have done that for the other one as well. I'm sorry. Here are the forms for the rebate that people have handed in right here. Okay, so, and here's this famous athlete, Gordon Pologi. And it states right here, an additional 10% strength and 20% stamina during months 2 to 3 for a total of 20% peak strength and 40% stamina over baseline. That's very powerful. So this is a very powerful athletic enhancer. So I mentioned about this amazing discovery by NASA in 2003 in an experiment called Goodwin, where they discovered a particular frequency, and it was the 10 hertz frequency, that was an amazing golden bell of health. And so I want to take you to the actual website and show you from the NASA website the actual experiment and explain a bit of what they discovered. NASA discovered that when there was exposure to the 10 hertz square wave frequency, that's the magnetic square wave frequency, that when that exposure was 10 hours a day over a period of 21 days, it turned on 150 genes towards greater youthfulness that caused the cells to become more young, basically. And it turned off 175 maturation genes that accelerate the aging process. So let me take you to the actual website and show you this now. I'll just minimize, and I'm going to show you the actual website here. Just taking a minute to load. You will notice up here that I'm at the actual NASA government site in the archives. And here's the experiment that was done in 2003 by Thomas J. Goodwin from the Lyndon B. Johnson Space Center. Okay, so here we have something I want to show you. I told you about the 150 genes. I have it right here. So let's go there. Here is the particular paragraph that talks about those 150 genes towards youth that were turned on, and the 175 maturation genes that were turned off. And there's no need for me to read it to you because you can read it yourself right here. And that was just the surface of what NASA discovered. There was many other powerful anti-aging benefits. They found that all the other healthy frequencies, that this frequency was quadruple in the benefits compared to the other frequencies that are healthy, which the Earth Pulse Sleep in the Command has, which is everything from 0.5 hertz all the way up to 14.5 hertz. Anything above 15 hertz does have damaging side effects. It causes, after above 15 hertz, the stress hormone cortisol to be produced, which has many destructive pathways towards disease, and when it's not given off at the right time in fight and flight. That's about everything I need to share with you, so you know that this is real. I mean, scientists found that the nerves tend to grow back together far more effectively. They found the synapses work way better. There's way faster reaction and mental dexterity and many other things, and I won't go into the whole list of them here. Okay, now I want to show you some other things as well. One of the main things this very powerful anti-aging sleep machine does is it addresses the mitochondria in the cells. Now, some of you might not know what the mitochondria is, so I will minimize here and I will show you what the mitochondria is for the few of you that, or many of you that don't know what it is. So I'll just open up a video here quickly and just show you that.
Made up of trillions of cells. They all require energy to function. This energy is created within our cells, in the mitochondria. Here, food is converted into chemical energy called ATP. ATP is released by the mitochondria so cells can use it.
That's the mitochondria. What this is like when you're exposed to the 10 hertz square wave frequency, or the 9.6, which is even a little bit better. That was discovered by Rob Beck, a renowned scientist in the 60s. When he put two metal poles into the Earth, he discovered that the Earth had a 9.6 hertz frequency, and then later on NASA discovered that 10 hertz is this golden bell of health. Well, when these anti-aging waves from the Earth Pulse Sleep and Command bathe through your body while you're sleeping, what it does is it goes to the mitochondria, and that's like a mechanic going to a car engine and giving it a tune-up and cleaning it, except it's doing it to all the mitochondria. The result is the mitochondria multiply more, so you have more energy and also are in far greater health. And so this is very powerful when you have more energy, because when you're sleeping, that's converted into healing power to protect you from disease. But there's an even more amazing discovery. They discovered that the root cause of cancer, and this is a recent discovery, through various experiments that highly verified this, that it is the degradation of the mitochondria in the cells. There's about 70 to 1,000 mitochondria in each cell. And so they are degraded. Number one, the chief cause is sugar. But right behind that is high-frequency wireless waves. When you're exposed to that, it degrades the mitochondria. That's frequencies above 15 hertz that also cause cortisol, a stress hormone, to be given off when above that frequency. And cortisol is known to be very destructive and have many bad side effects in our body when exposed to high-frequency waves above 15 hertz. The Sleep on Command Earth Pulse has frequencies from 0.5 all the way up to 14.5, which is alert mode, and nothing above that. So the evidence of this discovery of cancer, I'll explain to you the root cause of cancer a little bit more by going to the website right here, which is at drmercola.com. This is the source for this discovery of the root cause of cancer in an article I read here, which is very in-depth and has a lot of highly qualified sources in it and a very good video. And they discovered that what happens when the mitochondria is degraded by sugar and then by wireless waves is that it sends out distress signals to the nucleus of the cell, which in turn sends out distress signals to other parts of the cell to produce energy. All of these distress signals cause genetic damage to the cell and turn it to become cancerous. So obviously when you are exposed to this pulse of the earth, which is way stronger through using this anti-aging sleep machine, you are highly protected from cancer. That doesn't mean you shouldn't be doing other things to protect yourself, because the number one cause is sugar. And you should be on a ketogenic diet, because the ketogenic diet has been shown to be very effective against cancer and almost all diseases, if not all diseases. Because it burns ketones. When you don't take sugar and you take 70% healthy oils and vegetables and other things that are healthy, you burn ketones instead of sugar. And ketones burn very clean. Sugar burns like billowing smoke, causing all kinds of destructive pathways that can cause disease. So this is another powerful benefit of this amazing anti-aging sleep machine, the Earth Pulse Sleep on Command. This anti-aging sleep machine is certainly a very powerful thyroid remedy and possibly even a thyroid cure. It is very powerful, the results that people have been getting on their thyroid gland when using the anti-aging waves that emit from this device while they're sleeping. So I want to show you, go to the actual site now and show you this. This is the actual website of the manufacturer here. And I will minimize myself here and show you this. We read here of the fact that their return, see, they have a 90-day money-back guarantee if you do not experience improved sleep and improved experience of youthfulness. So this is very interesting what they say is happening to people that have been taking thyroid medication here. And so they mention one individual here and others, but this is what they say here. This particular individual, and I don't need to go into the details here, but just to point it out to you. He found that he was not experiencing sleep after using it for 10 days. His ability to sleep started to disappear. And he happened to have to go to the endocrinologist and discovered that his thyroid medication taken at the same dosage for 2 years was far too strong. His dosage was cut in half, and his sleep went back to 6 to 8 hours per night. But then it deteriorated again after 7 nights. So he had a hunch that maybe the device was causing him to even need less medication. So he goes back, and this time they cut it by half, and his sleep again returns to 8 hours in this case. And so they began to realize that people that are on thyroid medication, when they're using this device, need to go and have their levels of thyroid medication checked. And so they started to put a note into all the Earth Pulses that they were selling to make sure about that. So what they say here is this, is that about their return rate, because they were getting a return rate here, reportedly 5%, okay, one sec here. In June 2011, after we added precautionary notice in our user documents to monitor thyroid levels, our returns dropped to 3.5%. They had been, I believe, as it says here, the return rate had been 7% since late 2007. So they went back down to 3.5%. Last year, with the new versions, the return went even lower to 2.7% for the 90-day money-back guarantee. So that's very powerful, the effect of this on the thyroid. So, turns out they've evidently known pulse electromagnetic field therapy has a nearly immediate effect on thyroid-stimulating hormones since 1996. So they already knew that from testing. Even though 5% of the general population in Western Europe and North America are hypothyroid, you just get the drugs and no research is done in the field of pulsed electromagnetic field therapy to correct hypothyroidism. So there is something very important there for you to know about for your thyroid. This is very powerful for your thyroid. So I highly suggest that you go to my site at helpsheal.com and you can go through the links and check out more on this at their manufacturing site and purchase it. Now, whether you go through my links or go directly to the site, you're going to pay the same amount no matter where you go. It's $699 for the one that has all the programs in it. Okay, thank you. The best answer for deeper sleep, for overcoming insomnia and sleeplessness, is to entrain the brain into deep sleep in the most effective way. And the most effective way has been shown by actual studies at universities to be with magnetic square waves. And this powerful anti-aging sleep machine that I've been using for well over 3.5 years is the only one I know of that is designed as a PEMF device, that's a pulsed electromagnetic field device, to entrain the brain into deep sleep. Most PEMF devices, they focus on one, healing the bones or particular focused waves. This one is designed to put under your bed and permeate your whole body. And it's designed to entrain the brain into deep sleep because it will go from alert mode, and I'll show you the various modes right here now. Well, that's a little bit on it, but let me just get this a little bit more better here, and we'll go for this one here. No, that's the right one. Okay. Now I want to make sure I minimize so you can see this. Here you have the basic waves that are in the brain, which happen to be the same that are in the Schumann resonance, the first 50 kilometers of our atmosphere, which resonates with these waves, but goes up higher than 30 hertz actually, but resonates with these waves being prominent, which are the same waves that are in our brain. They've been there from the beginning of creation. And this Earth Pulse Sleep on Command device that I've been using, well, it has alert mode here, 14.5 hertz. Doesn't go higher than that because going above 15 hertz gives off the stress hormone cortisol, which has so many destructive pathways in the body. It's also known as the death hormone. So I won't go into all of that, how many PEMF devices ignore that and have a lot of very high frequencies in them that have side effects, as well as the fact that they cost between $2,000 and $22,000, most of them, and this one is only $699. So it will entrain the brain going through these various stages. It has alert mode, and it goes from the alert mode here to the relaxed alert state to the light sleep state, and then to the delta deep sleep from 0.05 to 4 hertz. And there are 2 studies at 2 universities that show that entrainment of the brain with magnetic waves is the most effective. One was done at the University of Wisconsin in the United States. So I'll bring that up. Actually, I think I already have it up here over here, but here it is. This is it. All about that. Just showing you where the evidence is right here. And the other one was done at the University of Lübeck in Germany, and this should be the link that is about that right here, about, again, the superiority of these waves over such things like sleep machines that emanate sound, sleep machines that emanate noise, sleep apps or whatever, other things that certainly must have some positive effect, but this has been shown to be the most effective. So my own experience is the first day I used this, the first night I used it and slept with it, I had far deeper sleep, and I was surprised at how many dreams I had. I had a lot of short episode dreams, more towards the last part of my sleep, towards the early part of the morning. And that continued, and really I was amazed at how much deeper I was sleeping. And to this day, after using it every day for well over 3.5 years now, I experience very deep sleep. I don't experience as many of these short episode dreams towards the latter part of my sleep. But I do still experience a lot more dreams than I used to. And I sleep far deeper. And that is very noticeable. Now, that doesn't mean that I haven't had times when I couldn't sleep for a long time, and that was because I don't normally set it on the program that entrains the brain into deep sleep. I set it on the one that gives off very powerful anti-aging waves, which was discovered by NASA to be a golden bell of health. That's the 10 hertz square wave frequency. Well, I won't go into all of this. This is the main thing I wanted to share with you here. So I know you will find it well worth the price of $699 just for what it will do for your sleep alone, although it does far, far more than that. This anti-aging sleep machine that I've been using for well over 3.5 years has an amazing long list of benefits. In fact, it seems too good to be true. So I just want to go through the list here and show you the many benefits that this amazing Earth Pulse Sleep on Command offers you. So I'm going to take you to the list of those benefits now. We'll just go here. And I'm just going to go, first of all, up to, right here. I'm just going to click on this link. And I also want to show, I should also show you this. I have a bunch of folders here with links in them. There are links to all the benefits. You'll notice all these folders here. Alzheimer's, arthritis, bad shoulders, blood circulation benefits. The benefits, inflammation benefits. Actually, I could just go there, but I will show you the site here too. I hope I minimized. I am minimized now. Okay, so you can see links to all of the benefits mentioned here. There's so many benefits. But you also have, in my folders, even more benefits here, all substantiated by testing and so on for what this machine does. Now, I will say that if you look up earthing, which this device basically is earthing on steroids. Earthing is where you have direct contact with the earth through walking with your bare feet on the grass or the sand. You get the charge from the earth and the pulse from the earth coming into your body. Well, this is called the earth pulse because the pulse that was discovered in the 1960s by a renowned scientist, Rob Beck, was 9.6. Well, this has that as well as that charge that comes from the earth through earthing, which is a big thing that there's some very good cardiologists that are renowned cardiologists that are highly promoting earthing because of its benefits to the heart and to circulation. And so you have all of these benefits here that I'm showing here, plus all that's listed here. And there's links to all of the research on this. I mean, the optic nerve, glaucoma in the eyes. I mean, my mother, for example, she had, water retention in her ankles, so, they swells up with water. She was taking a drug for that. I put her on the earth pulse took her off that drug. She has now been using it for well over 3¼ years. Not a trace of swelling. She's been fine. I know that. That's my own personal experience with her. And that's a benefit. It's not even mentioned here, from what I can tell from all the links, and yet I have it on here. See, well, I don't have links to it. I will eventually put the links in, because there is links on the internet to the benefits using PEMF devices such as this Earth Pulse and the benefits it has in that area. So I think that's enough information here to just give you a rough idea of all the benefits that are in this very effective anti-aging sleep machine. The Earth Pulse Sleep on Command. Is it a scam, or is it really legitimate? Well, I've been using it for 3½ years. And I know from my own experience that it is the real deal. Now, I will point out to you, first of all, that there's a 90-day money-back satisfaction guarantee, and I'm going to take you to their actual site and show you that. I might have it up here now, but I don't know if I want to... Well, okay, it's one of these here. I'll just figure out which one it is. Okay, there's 3 there. It must be this one here then. And I'm going to minimize myself here so you can see this. It says here, if our PEMF technology and methods fail to satisfactorily enhance sleep and mental and physical performance within 90 days, please return it for a refund of purchase price. That's something else. I will just say that there right now. Okay. You must establish and maintain tech support for 3 weeks prior to return request, or a 10% restocking fee will apply. They also have a new device that's very effective and made for something totally different underneath here. I won't get into that right now. Okay, that's a very powerful 90-day satisfaction guarantee right there. But I'll show you more to show you that this is a really good deal that you're getting, because most PEMF devices cost between $2,000 and $22,000. This one is highly effective, designed by 2 highly qualified medical doctors. Dr. Robert O'Beck, which is known as the father of modern electromedicine, and also Dr. William Paluk, who put most of the programs in it, designed them, and he's also taught at Johns Hopkins School of Medicine. Okay, so they also have a feedback form so that you can get a rebate when you purchase it. If you fill out a form over a period of 30 days, I don't think you have to do it every day, maybe, but I didn't do it when I bought it. I should have. I would have got money back. And so this is all about, this is the 90-day feedback forms that people hand in every month, and you can open them up on their site here and look at them yourself, and you will see that the ability to hold your breath significantly improves because your body is producing a far higher amount of energy because the mitochondria are significantly improved, which now have been shown to be the root cause of cancer when they're degraded, by the way. Okay, that's one thing. Another thing is here, an independent reviews here on Google itself. I'll open that up. It will come to that in a moment. There it is right there. So what do we have? We got on Google reviews, 70 reviews at 4.3. That's pretty good, considering that some people, they don't give it a good review because they don't know how to use it properly. Like if you set it too strongly at 100%, that you could never sleep with that. You have to set it at the proper intensity that your body can take. I can only take up to 80%, and that's when it's between the box spring and the mattress. And you really shouldn't have it under the pillow because then it will probably be too intense. So there's another reason. So here you got independent reviews and a few people obviously, but that's a very good rating, 4.3. And the odd person that's having some problem because they don't know how to use it, or they got some problem with their heart or whatever it is that's causing it to affect their heart. It's possible, I suppose, that could happen. Of course, you wouldn't want to be using it with a pacer unless you had it at a very low frequency far away or something like that. You'd have to ask the company about that. Okay, so there's a lot of good stuff here on, and of course they have their web page here too with all the review links too. You got Google review link and Facebook review links, athletes that have been using it that are well known, and you've got other information up here. So that's so this is the real deal. And there's, if you type in scam with Earth Pulse, you'll get a few people up there complaining. You'll get even one guy that's selling it complaining, but he probably misrepresented the company. And who knows, I know one person up there, it was obvious they were trying to sell something else and do damage to the reputation of this company, because right at the bottom they had a link to buying another product. So you know, you get the odd people like that, no matter what's being sold up there. Thank you for watching this.